Hey, Good Fox here. Today we got MUT Men episode 123, and it is a pretty simple podcast this week. We're going to talk about Texas's and I early impressions with Madden 19. So I kind of, hit him, but hey, Texas.
Hi.
Usually I say, as I'm always joined by my good friend Texas, but I kind of went off schedule this time. Is it a weird podcast? We already off on the wrong foot?
No, we're good, man. This is how the podcast should be, because we're both basically just grinding Madden, so we're not here all the way.
Yeah.
We want to be doing this, but at the same damn time we don't. We'd rather y'all just didn't get addicted to this as your frequent weekly scheduled content, so that we could just not do it this week and do it next week when we're freshly rest and after done grinding for temporarily. But yeah, we're kind of half in, half out right now. So we apologize if it's not the most polished episode, but we'll do our best to entertain.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because I just got off of 8 hours of streaming off of 4 hours of sleep, so I'm like, yeah, it's
a riddle.
We're fumes at this moment. We're the gas tank's empty. We're hopefully driving this thing downhill. Hopefully we won't take too long on this podcast because we got some grinding to do tonight. So, all right. Before we get into the whole Madden 19 impressions and stuff, I think the big news, well, I guess from my world, I did a face reveal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about this last week when you doxed the Fox. You were the first one. How does that feel, the first one on the internet, to know what I look like?
That's pretty cool, man. You didn't have to come to Colorado. You drove down. You're like, I'm going to go see you do the podcast live. So it's pretty awesome that you're like, I'm going to go ahead and show my face to somebody I never met in person, but I know off the web. It's one of those cool little stories you see is these guys have talked for a year, but they never met each other. It was awesome. So I appreciate you taking the time out your day, you and Foxy, to come out here and enjoy some podcasting and some food.
Yeah, we ended up going to Buffalo Wild Wings. I wanted a nice local joint. I asked Texas, hey, let's go to something local, a really cool place near you. Mm-hmm. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Basically, yeah. So I was able to this place downtown, so a Mexican joint place, but they only take cash. I'm like, I'm not trying to get Fox sick. Because I never ate there myself, but the food there apparently is amazing, but you just never know. Because the place only takes cash. You don't really have any proof that you were there. So you can't really go back and claim any type of yo, you got me sick. You sure? Sure it was me? So I was only place that I know that would make sense. And I like chicken a lot. It's Buffalo Wild Wings could do that. Plus they had a sale going on, and plus I got you an Irish trash can, which was delicious.
Yeah, it was. I mean, so I'm more of a beer and straight liquor, or maybe mix it with Coke or something liquor kind of guy. And Irish trash can was the fruitiest thing I've had since I, experimented in gay porn a few years ago. So Texas, what is in an Irish trash can?
An Irish trash can is a bunch of, I'm just gonna call it light liquor. I don't know what's in that. It's probably rum. It's probably vodka. It's probably a bunch of funny naming stuff liqueur, and it somehow they make all of it, and it turns it blue, and then they put a Red Bull in it. So it's basically it's like liquor and energy drink. Yeah. It was delicious though. I could drink them all day if they didn't charge $18 for them. I don't know why they charge for the Red Bull. That's yo, y'all being greedy at this point. The liquor doesn't cost as much. Why y'all charge $9 for the Red Bull? It's a Red Bull.
Yeah, it was kind of intense. But anyways, yeah, it was tasty. But yeah, I get a little gut rot pretty easily on those sweet stuff. So anyways,
yeah. Wait, before you go, I got one of those in Los Angeles, and I was like, this shit's delicious, man. Then I got called an alcoholic because I knew that it existed. Because it's not in the menu. So it's something you just have to know. I'm you're an alcoholic. I'm like, no, I just like good tasting drinks. It's the best thing they got that I want to drink. I'm not an alcoholic.
How'd you find out about it?
Because we walked into the bar and out here, and we saw some person with them. I'm like, what the hell is that? They're like, oh, that's a trash can. You want one? I'm like, bet. And then we got it. Now, the first time I ordered it, I said Irish trash can. The guy brought me Irish something with Irish, which was basically it was milk. That you had to put into a shot to drink. It was some curdled. It was some weird.
That's a car bomb.
A car bomb. He brought me okay, he brought me an Irish car bomb. And I'm but it was dark liquor and some cream. I'm I don't want that. That's not what I ordered.
You've never had a car bomb?
I don't like cream, bro. I'm not trying to be gassy all day and drink, man. They don't go hand in hand.
Oh, that's true. You are. Yeah, I didn't know what your objection to cream was. You are lactose intolerant. I didn't know if it was a white substance type thing. I know a lot of people are that weird.
A thick white substance that tastes delicious.
Yeah.
To some.
Yeah, it's a little bit. And once it hits the back of your throat, it's delicious. So, Madden 19, early impressions. I'll let you go first. What do you think? How has it changed? What do you like? What do you dislike?
All right, so first impressions is I would say the running seems to be smoother. Now, I'm only playing, so I haven't played online, so you probably have more of a, what you call, like, different opinion about like online, but at least in solo form, like I played solo challenges in MUT drafts and obviously in regular MUT, and running to the outside, running to the inside, it seems to be more balanced because before the block shit outside was just absurd. Now that could be because we're playing with like on probably rookie or pro difficulty solos, but it just seems like the blocking on the outside seems to hold up a lot better, which makes sense because you look at the stats. A lot of these receivers, they have higher run block than the defenders have block shed and impact block. So I get why that is, but it just seems like the running is more. It's better than it was during the beta, and then passing wise, I haven't really had any issues. I have seen some glitches though. Wide receiver screens, particularly like it's like a bubble screen out of the trip formation, where the receiver comes. It's like this is about a bubble screen. It's I don't know what you call it, but the outside receiver comes back in to catch the ball, and then the inside guys go to block. Every time he catches the ball, he just spins in a circle. It's really weird.
Really?
So the CPU runs that play. I'm like, oh, easy tackle for a loss. Like, thank you for running this stupid screen.
So the straight wide receiver screens are bad. Bubble screens I noticed today online were really good.
Bubble screens are working fine. So yeah, wide receiver screens are not polished as of right now. And then running the ball again with this, I did something pretty cool today. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter. I did hit the hole mechanic where because my lineman was blocking, somebody was in my way, and Jordan Howard went underneath the two guys that were engaging in a block.
Somebody did link that to me. That was a really neat. That was a tweet night.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty cool. So like, I'm loving the amount of fun I'm having right now, especially because like it's early still, and obviously you're gonna be in the honeymoon phase when the game's like out right now, especially when you're playing for everybody else is playing it. But I really enjoy myself. Like I'm about to put a compilation hopefully together pretty soon of like some touchdowns and not touchdowns, but like some some celebrations, because they even got Tyreek Hill's deuces celebration in the game, which is like, yo, the little things. Yeah, I appreciate you guys taking care of the little things.
That is what the game's all about, right? The little things. Everybody like.
Yeah.
I've noticed that when I like make these little comments about like card art, card borders, everybody's like, this guy's complaining about the card borders. I'm like, it is the little things that matter. They all add up. I mean, even though it's only maybe decimal points, after a while, if you get enough of them together, you get the plot to office space. So I mean, in the end, I agree. It's those small little details that add into the game. When you said, getting back to it, when you said running smoother, do you really feel that way? Doesn't it feel? It feels clunkier to me.
So, again, I maybe head-to-head's different, but like when it comes to when I was playing in solos, maybe it's like the lag that like adds to some of the issues. I wasn't really like running into my lineman as much, and I wasn't really running I wasn't really bothered by it. I'm only bothered by the cutting aspect, but I think that's because I'm not used to not holding right trigger. So when I'm holding right trigger, I feel like I'm sluggish and I can't really do what I want to. But as I'm letting off the right trigger button and just running more free, I feel like I have more control. So I guess that's why I believe it's not as bad as it was in a beta or was at EA Play. Because everything just felt bulky. Everything kind of still feels slow, but it's better than I've played recently.
I don't know. That's kind of neat. Because online, maybe it's just because I'm used to 18's running mechanics, and maybe I'm used to the bats.
And you were playing 18 like up until like yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah.
I stopped playing 18 like a month ago, basically.
Oh yeah. I mean,
so I haven't touched that game in a minute.
Yeah. So I did like back to back 3 or 4 hour streams in 18, then I went to 8 hours here in 19. So yeah, you're right. I mean, and I think a little bit has to do with the mechanics and the real player motion, and otherwise it has to do with like we're using much slower speed cards now too. And it said so much on stream. Like I've had some wild misses that if they happen at the end of 18, I'd be fucking pissed. But because it's 19 and I'm running out there Dak Prescott and Russell Wilson with their like 70 something throw accuracy, medium deep. And they're sailing balls and costing me games because of it. I'm like, you can be frustrated, but I know this is the card acting the way the card is, and just wait till January for them to be more accurate. So I appreciate it. And like, I went against somebody running with Lamar Jackson. I'm like, I don't even have to call deep zones. Like, if he tries to throw the ball over 30 yards.
Just beat me, man. Beat me deep.
Yeah, go ahead.
You go throw that ball. You can probably get 1 out of 10 of those passes off consistently. Especially if I set some pressure at you, you're not going to make it happen. Yeah. So it's kind of cool, like, early on, because you can just, especially with the way ratings are this year, a lot of cards are not jack of all trade types anymore. You got balance, and then you got people on the extreme mid. It's like kind of like a bell curve.
Yeah.
Where it's like extreme mid, and then people kind of get close to the middle. And so if you notice a guy has like a high pass blocking line, you don't really got to worry about putting sending much pressure because your guys aren't going to get pressure anyway. So put more guys back in coverage.
Yeah. And talking about pass block, you saw my tweet about pass block finesse, pass block power, right?
I did not. I'm going to look it up right now.
No, you don't have to worry. I'll explain
Let
it to
the
you.
audience know what you said.
So
I already typed in G.
You're too fast for me, Tex. Fastest gun in the West. So with pass block footwork, pass block power, basically the MUT gameplay guys, the Clints of the world, they put in this way of like separating good, tackles that can handle power moves, good tackles that can handle finesse moves. This is the thing with running. But I looked at these tackles when I was doing my budget team, and I was looking and I was like, okay, so they spent all this time putting these two different stats in the game to react differently to different power move, finesse move stuff against the defense. And then I look at it, and they're like within 3 points of each other on every single fucking card. So there's like, once again, like the MUT developers or the people that rated these tackles, guards, centers, they saw this gameplay improvement, and we saw it, and they completely negated it because it just made them the same anyways. Like, what's the point of spending this time putting these two separate stats in the game? You basically just wasted the gameplay guys' time and effort by making the stats essentially the same on all the tackles anyways. It's just, it's kind of like one hand isn't talking to the other. Like, I don't know, like EA's just communication is bad, or they were too nervous about having them too different. I don't know. What do you think that is, Tex?
I just think they're just trying to like add more stuff, and eventually they'll get to it. They just want to like keep putting more stuff into the game, and then just so they can like say we added some new stuff in the future, and then in the future fix it. That's what my guess is. Because I do agree they don't really communicate very well. Because it took them 3 years to address like traits in the game.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people thought they were in MUT, but nobody actually knew because nobody communicated at the offices about it. So which is kind of like this thing that you just didn't talk about, just keep it under wraps until somebody finally revealed that okay, traits are. And so I think it's kind of how this is as well, as just lack of communication between those two teams, and the MUT team trying to build their certain cards. And then let's say the MUT team built their players, did all the ratings, and they say, oh, here's a new feature. So they got to do more work in a short period of time, to actually cover for what the what do you call it, the gameplay team ended up creating. So I get why they're not really like super crazy, because I guess they didn't really have more time to focus on it. But I guess next year we'll probably see a little bit more of a difference than we have this year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Which I hate saying next year because this game just not even out right now. Right? I'm already talking about next year.
Yeah, we say next year every year for a lot of things. Like, next year, like Rex promised 19 was gonna be the great year, the step up from 18, so it wasn't really looking at 18. Now 19, we're talking about 20 being the great year. It's always kind of it's kind of like the Dodgers' old slogan. There's always next year, whatever. And I don't know. I guess it's true that the game does get better year to year, in my opinion. So in one sense, it is true, but in another sense, it's kind of a cop-out. And we've seen with the MUT ratings overall, like generally they have kind of, squeezed together, as we call them, to not create budget teams. So like a lot of cards play alike. They're not really individuals. Now this year, I don't think it's as bad as 18 at the start. 18 at the start was terrible.
18 was like, there was no point. Like 83 to 85 overall linemen were the same. Because even in thresholds were in the game, obviously, but like I didn't know the difference between 84 run block and 85 or 86 run block. Whereas this year, it's still kind of like that, but the guy's not gonna have 85 pass block to like go along with. It's gonna be 85 like run block, like 75 pass block.
Yeah,
or vice versa.
On a few cards is like that, which is nice. I mean, I prefer that variation to like give it a little bit more sense of like this is my team or whatnot. Talking about this is my team, Texas. Have you messed with chemistry at all yet?
I haven't even looked at it. I'm gonna make videos on it pretty soon, but I haven't like spent time on it. I've been trying to grind to catch up since I'm like a day behind those that got the game earlier than I did.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to spend this time to catch up so I don't get like left behind, because it's a marathon, not a sprint. But I don't want nobody taking stuff that I did last year. You know.
Oh yeah, totally.
I'm trying to like I gotta reseal my
Videos.
place in this game.
Yeah.
So so I haven't really looked at any of it, and plus I'm not really pulling packs right now. The best time to pull packs is right now. You probably seen some of the crazy pack luck people have been getting, like pulling it before the game's actually out. But I was like, I'm not gonna pull packs early on, and because I'm not gonna pull packs early on, I'm not gonna even open up my packs that I have, say to my binder or say to my unopened pack section, and I'm not going to like do anything with training right now because I have no clue what I'm gonna do. I want to get everything kind of maxed out and then make my decision based off that. And so I don't even know anything about it other than team training or team chemistries is gonna be the bee's knees at tier 10.
Yeah, it's interesting. As you're trying to secure the crown, I've noticed a few of my old videos got taken. I noticed a few YouTubers. No, not that it's my thing. A lot of people did it before me. I noticed a lot of YouTubers are doing $1,000 pack openings this year. Just want to say, yeah, did that last year, no big deal.
See, they ain't even doing it right because like you got to put in the title. I googled pack opening. You know, the first thing that popped up was the FIFA guy, and he said, "What $1,000 gets you in FIFA Ultimate Team?" See, if you gonna do, you gotta do it like that.
What do you mean?
His title of his video is "What $1,000 gets you in FIFA Ultimate Team."
Oh, that's a good title.
People are like, "Ooh, I gotta watch that."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's what you gotta do." So you didn't spend $1,000 this year?
No, I got a better team this year, and I spent $180.
That's good.
I got a much better team this year than I did last year, and I spent less than a fifth. So it's pretty insane. Like the amount of cards I got out of it, like the high overall pulls. I think I had like 2 decently high overall pulls last year. One was Calais Campbell, who was an 88, I think, last year. And then I think I had another 87 last year. This year I got about a similar overalls. I got a Clowney and a Zach Martin, along with a few more 85s and 86s than I expected. My team's okay. I got Russell Wilson. Who the heck else? Chris Harris. Oh, I pulled a few of those money quick sell guys.
Yeah, I saw your video. You pulled Chris, your 20K quick sell.
Yeah, Chris Harris. That was pretty hot. So those are really coming in clutch. I don't think I'm gonna sell him quite yet for that quick sell because I'm still using him. It's not on the market. I may have listed. No, I didn't list him, but yeah, kind of cool. I'm enjoying those quick sell cards. That's kind of a neat addition. So you haven't pulled packs at all. You're just busy securing the crown.
That's the plan. Yo, I pulled packs on PC. That was it. My PC packs weren't bad at all. Decent team over there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get like the squad packs because I'm over here grinding solos with like bad teams. I'm getting frustrated with, but luckily, only packs that I'm pretty much buying are level up packs so I can make the video down the line. So that's pretty much like I got Tyreek Hill. That dude's amazing. You get him for $1. Like you're getting 91 speed receiver for $1. That's so crazy. So crazy. But yeah, so no packs right now, and probably no packs unless I can somehow find a way to get like the pre-order bonus stuff for like a code. Like if EA were to sell that, I'd buy that right now.
For like the pre-order bonus code? Yeah, I mean you get Antonio Brown 89 overall. Yeah, totally.
Like I don't want to be the person complaining about getting free stuff, but like you give people a free code of Madden, I can't like throw in some pre-order bonuses.
Yeah.
I understand because I can't buy it. I can't spend the $60 I wasn't gonna spend on Madden, or I wasn't spending Madden on DLC because there's no option to buy it. I can buy the Hall of Famers, I believe, but I don't know if that comes with the Antonio Brown or if that comes with the packs as well. I'm not gonna spend $20 on a Hall of Famer. I'm good on that.
So really? So they don't allow you. If they give you,
it's on Amazon. I saw you can buy the Madden Hall of Fame. It's like $20.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think it comes with the packs or other stuff.
Or, yeah, if it doesn't come with the Antonio Brown, it's definitely not worth it.
Yeah. So and I was thinking about calling just pre-ordering it on Xbox on PS4 and just paying for it. And it's calling them and being like, "Yo, I need a refund," but PS4 would be giving refunds. They'd be like, "Yo, you played the game. We see you playing the game. No refund."
Yeah, PS4.
So I don't want to risk it.
They are stingy on PS4 for refunds.
They're super mean. Like you can't do anything. Like, bro, if you buy points and you're like, "Oh, I don't want these," they're like, "Oh, well, too bad. You're stuck with them."
Yeah, I know. Talking about refunds and how to, I guess this is kind of scam EA. So EA Access. A lot of people have asked me in the stream, how do you extend my EA Access time? And I should do a video on this. It's probably get some decent views. So dibs. But EA Access, same thing as last year, same thing as years before. Basically, what you do is once you use up your 10 hours in your main account, go to a farm account, go to a second account, and you can do this 5 times. 5 times on the account on the Xbox One. So what you do is go into that, you sign up for EA Access with that, then you switch to your main account when you're on the Madden screen. You switch to your main account and then log back in, and you can keep farming on your main account. And you could do that for those 5 accounts. You get 50 hours basically. And then once you're done, the scam is to just charge it all back. Just ask for a refund and everything. So it's kind of like, I don't know. What do you think of that? Is that morally gray, Texas? What do you think?
I don't think it is. I mean, it's obviously something you probably shouldn't do often because then your banks and other places are going to start not taking your money. But it's an EA Access, a trial. Like, if you didn't like the trial, you just cancel it. Like, I don't want this no more. So I'm not opposed to getting your money back. Because even right now with the PC version, I can request a refund.
Oh.
So I could just be like, oh, I'm done playing. I'll pull my packs. I'm out. I can request a refund. I'm like, I'm not going to. I'm going to play on PC this year. It's part of my No Money Spent series. But yeah, it's obviously stuff you shouldn't do often. Especially, I'm not going to be like, it's a big corporation. You're not going to be hurting. Yeah, if enough people start doing that, then in the future, they're not going to allow you to do the whole transferring back and forth anymore. And then all of a sudden, you're not going to be able to play Madden for 50 hours for basically $25.
Yeah, so if you spend the $25, if it's worth it to you for the 50 hours, then go ahead and do it. If not, then charge it back, like Tech says. So that's a tip to get more time on EA Access. I guess I never really went through my impressions of the game originally. So I played about, I think, 5 online head-to-head games, along with open packs, some solos. So it was an 8-hour stream. Did a lot of what Madden had. Like I said, I feel like the packs were good, but now that I think at last year, I spent the fifth of the money on about the same overall team. So maybe the packs are slightly better now that we know the odds, or I just got really lucky. Probably the lucky part. Packs are probably still the same. Never that great of value for you guys. Otherwise, because this year they had the 150 point for like a fantasy elite pack, which was really nice. I got Clowney out of that. Did you pull that, Tex?
Yep.
Who'd you get?
Steve Young, 84.
Wow, that's hot. Oh, what did I say? I got Derek Brooks too. I got a 90 overall. I pulled. I forgot about that
full
one.
Legend?
Yeah, I got a full legend.
That blue flash with
Yeah.
with the fireworks?
Oh yeah, it was gorgeous. Yeah. So that's kind of fun. Then I pulled a flashback, got Pierre Garçon, so I got screwed there. But overall,
That's 87 overall still.
but he's like the lowest one. They're the only 87s.
They're all 87s.
Yeah, it's 87 or 88. There's 88 there.
Okay. I mean, well, he's probably the best worst one.
You can make an argument. Maybe. Anyways, about the game. So online, the defensive line is wicked. You guys are going to want to, like last year I did a lot of like intermediate passing, deep passing, because I think it's more fun to kind of chuck it in between zones. It looks better. It's more aesthetically pleasing to be able to dot it between zones. This year, you're going to get sacked. If you don't have the ball out in 3 seconds, 4 seconds, you're getting sacked normally. If you have 7 blockers, you'll have a little bit longer time. But like, so the rush comes home, it feels like a lot harsher this year than it does last year. So work on short passing games. That's kind of what I want to tune my ebooks to. The run game, I still notice there's some runs, a lot of sheds. So the sheds are still kind of vicious at times. But Texas is right. Outside runs worked pretty good. It felt like power runs were okay when you pulled somebody through and you got a power, you were able to get through pretty nicely. But the running game is better than it was in the beta. So like the beta was like Shed City. So the running game's been a little bit better since then. Possession catching and catching in general, it's still, I think the catching is better than it was in 18 and 17. Guys will obviously still drop it if they take a nice wicked hit, but they will hang on to it slightly better in traffic than they did in previous years. Even guys, I noticed John Ross caught me one low pass in traffic that was really clutch. So guys, like catching traffic, go ahead and do it. I haven't really noticed anything for route running too much. Well, in practice mode, I tried an Antonio Brown versus Juju Smith-Schuster on one comeback route. Antonio Brown did a lot better. So it does look like route running matters a little bit. Man coverage at some locations. So, like, a consistent man beater would be like a tight end on a corner route. So this guy ran a man blitz or man cover one, or I forgot what it was. So I read man. I threw to the corner route, like, right after break, so he should get separation. The ball got picked. I was like, what the fuck? Like, this shouldn't happen. So the ball got picked, and I was a little disappointed. It feels like man might be making a comeback a little bit. So I think I want to try and start working on a man scheme for defense, maybe man blitzing, man coverage, try over the top. So if you can, people, make sure in your playbook has double moves. Now, when I say double moves, it's basically where they go like a streak and then they do like a little out and then they up again. So they do another streak. So those double moves are very important. Because they can beat man for one play touchdown. So guys would have to get on a man, or they had to call a guy over top or a user over the top for that. Another thing, cover 6 and cover 9 are officially dead. You cannot call those coverages without getting one played very easily. Basically, a trips formation with a streak from the inside wide receiver, and say like a corner route from the middle, or this is how I found it. I'm sure there's other ways of making it work too, but like there's a lot of plays. A streak from the middle wide receiver. It was a corner route from the second wide receiver, and like an in route from the outside wide receiver. The cover 4 safety goes and plays that corner route and leaves the streak butt naked. So the streak's just running all alone. That's how I lost the game. I got through a streak against my cover 6 in the very first game online. And it was like I lost 9-6. I've been missing field goals like crazy. It feels like there's a little bit more. It feels like there's a little bit more lag online this year. So you have to press the button a little quicker.
You've been playing Madden 18 as of recently, so like you're probably used to having focus kicker all the time. I'm telling you, I'm not having these issues. I'm not playing online, obviously, but I'm not having these missed kicks like you and Xerxes were experiencing on Twitter. You was talking about earlier.
Yeah, definitely. Here's the thing, Tex. When in life there's somebody else to blame, you blame them.
No, just go keep pulling packs to you by Justin Tucker or something.
Do they have focus kicker on them?
So I think they have to because you can't upgrade kickers. Kickers cannot be upgraded. You can't change. I don't know why you. I think you can't. Somebody said you can't upgrade punters or kickers, like in the sense of like change their chemistry or whatever.
Really?
I don't know why, because considering that like Andy Lee's been like 7 teams.
Yeah,
he could be wrong about it. I haven't seen an elite punter or a goal punter, but like or elite kicker. So you could be just not telling the truth, but that's what I heard in the Skype call, that you can't upgrade them, which is like interesting. So my guess is that if you can't upgrade them, they come stock with whatever ability that they give them.
Yeah, I don't see any abilities on Muthead for them.
So they had to be upgradable then. He must not know what he was doing. But they have to be.
I'm guessing they're going to get them later, right?
Maybe, probably. I would think maybe so. Maybe they probably want to wait till the game's out, I guess. I don't know. Because
they're no power-up kickers, so...
No, but like being able to put an ability on it would be like, I wonder what focus kicker would cost. I feel like clutch kicker would be like 5 points and focus kicker would be like fucking like $4,000.
I would definitely pay $4,000 training.
that seems appropriate because that thing is a game changer.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just the first day and I get my kick meter back. I didn't have this problem when I played Draft Champions at the end of 18 though. I was nailing all those. So I think it's definitely maybe a little bit of lag or something's going on, because I played Draft Champions in 18 near the end. So people wanted to play me online. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's run it. Didn't miss a single kick in 18 when I was on regular meter. So I think there's a slight little bit of lag delay, but
probably so. I mean, I don't know how that's a lag being like 8 people got the game, but go ahead, Go Fox. Go ahead.
Lag, damn it. No, so you gotta press it. It feels like slightly before you had to press it last year, but regardless, move on. So those are my early impressions. Overall, the game, is it better than 18? Gameplay wise, I don't know if I could say yes yet to that question.
Yeah, you gotta wait. I don't like the defensive like tackling as much as I did last year.
It is.
I miss a lot.
Yeah. On hit sticks.
Just in general, like I click on it, I'm like, I'm gonna tackle you, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not. You didn't even do a move, I just missed. So I just feel like the targeting is not as good as it was last year. And then with the high hit sticks, it's still an adjustment because I keep wanting to go low, but low's not gonna force any fumbles. Like low doesn't force fumbles in arcade anymore. Like
nope.
You gotta go high.
Yep.
Like high is the only way you force fumbles consistently. The strip ball button works occasionally, but it's like 1 or 2 out of 10 chances, whereas the high hit in arcade works 100% of the time.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you get a high hit on arcade, so much the person's fumbling the ball.
Are you hit sticking quarterbacks low? Is that why they're fumbling? I thought hit stick low.
No, because the quarterbacks, I don't do anything because I try to go for the strip. On quarterbacks, they break the tackle. I try to go for the hit stick. I always miss. So I just let them tackle. But I'm talking about like for running backs and receivers and anybody that has the ball in their hand. If I go for a high hit stick, they always fumble the ball.
Weird. Okay.
But only on arcade though. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's going. I don't. Competitive is probably a lot different, obviously.
Yeah, competitive. I know because Clint said on the podcast, only high hit or just high hits will have a much better chance of causing fumbles. So that's what you should learn to do this year instead of low hit sticks. And I did see a lot of strip fumbles though. So
really, because I only seen one. That's when I got punched the ball out of it. Or poke the ball out, but I've been seeing like dudes like beat the ball like from behind, the ball just never pops out, or me pressing my bumper and the guy just being tackled down by the ball, but not like by the strip animation, but not actually giving the ball up. I seen like I think one or maybe two strip ball animations succeed.
Yeah, maybe it's just a little bit of our different
maybe the players
like
too,
small sample size or something.
Because I'm over here using like I just got Jamal Adams, so I'm over here. I was using like Ron Parker and like other players like that, so it probably could have been a reason why as well.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe the difference in the skill levels in the cards, but I mean, mine are like low 80s. I guess I got some mid 80s, and Derek Brooks. I don't know
Because
we'll
last year anybody could force fumbles in that mode.
At the beginning of the game. Remember at the beginning of 18 how terrible strip tackles were? Mm-hmm. Like they happened like you could just almost get it like 75% of the time. Running behind them, strip tackle. Was that 18 or 17 now? Do you remember that?
17. Cause I think 18 was already broken. Like it was 17.
Oh, you're right. I think you're right.
Because 17 was like just dumb, and then they patched it, and then 18 it was like
you're right.
It might have been both games to be honest with you. But I know it was 17 specifically because they nerfed it all the way.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we don't have a lot to talk about on the podcast. Like those are my impressions. Are we just gonna do like a quick 30-minute podcast this week? I mean, what are the news? There's Saquon Barkley. You did a video on that. I see. What's up with Saquon? Tell us.
So Saquon Barkley, for those that are uninitiated to the MUT thing, because you're trying to not watch any MUT content if you got the game, be sure to do because you got 2 more days. This is going out on Thursday on the 2nd. You got 2 more days before you can no longer do the rookie premiere set on Madden 19 for Saquon Barkley, because on August 14th of this year, you're going to be able to get an 80 overall Saquon Barkley for collecting 57 rookies that are rated between 75 and 79 overall. And if you have the rookie premiere version, the version that you get in this year's game will be updated. So basically, like 4 days into Madden being out on PS4 officially, you'll have an 80 overall halfback 4 days after in Saquon Barkley, which is kind of crazy because EA right now is giving us a bunch of halfbacks. You get Level Master Ricky Williams, which is free compared to what it was last year. They get to pay money either daily or just buy it for coins daily, and then now they give us a Saquon Barkley. So pretty much everybody's halfbacks are going to be locked up for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, is that an issue or not? Like,
see, I don't think it's an issue. Just because you don't you more of you want more choices. I don't think it's an issue, but mostly because it's free. So I'm cool with it being there because it's not like cards you have to use. You can still go out and buy one. The LT was a little bit different because you spent all that money on him, you gotta use him.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna spend $50 to $100 on this LT. You better use it. Whereas now you're just grinding level up, and so you're just getting the things for just playing the game as it is anyway, which is what the level up thing should have been. So EA heard our complaints about the level up system's trash because you just make us buy stuff with coins, and now the packs seem to be much cheaper than they were last year, money wise and coin wise. And then the best reward now is to give us a MUT Master collectible if you're not got objectives, which is free. And then also on top of that, a collectible for leveling up for Ricky Williams.
I agree with you. I think the way they did this year is much better. I think you're right. Whereas when you said you felt like you had to use it because you paid all that money for it, and $100 for LT, that I think it may have maybe even been more than that.
Probably so. I would just say $100 just conservatively.
Yeah, conservatively $100, but and coins. So yeah, I think did they knock Level Master out of the park this year? It's much better than last year, right? Would you give them a huge upgrade?
It's more. It's more
kind to consumers.
That yes, I was gonna say more. I don't know, established. It's more polished. That's what I was looking for. It's more polished.
Yeah.
Like everything they did makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So
I
get
get the solo still. You have the rewards in the store for people who want to spend money, and you got stuff for grinders. The grinders are working towards the LT. Towards Ricky Williams, and then the money spenders working towards Ricky Williams and the packs in the store for those exclusive elites.
Yeah. So wait. There's exclusive. Wait, what? There's level pack? Oh, those level packs. Sorry, I know what you're talking about. Not for Ricky, but for level packs. No, yeah, I get you.
Yeah, for level packs. Yeah.
But yeah, for Ricky specifically, yeah, I think this is a big win for us as consumers, and I think I gotta give props to EA on that one.
I do too. So, what do you think that Saquon Barkley's going to look like, though? Because I have up his MUT card.
Yeah.
His 79, he's going 9 overall, going from a 79 to a 88. His 79 already has 85 speed, 86 excel, 87 agility, 86 jumping. Okay. Like, are you going to give him 88 speed and 79 trucking? Like, are they just going to increase the ball carrier moves now after that, or you keep him at 85 speed, or are it going to be more of a speed car with still low tier trucking, elusiveness, and spin move stuff? What do you think?
So they could totally fuck him and raise the awareness to artificially increase that. I don't think so. So it looks like he's a balanced halfback. This guy's gonna be great late in the year if he gets a golden ticket because he gets both trucking and elusiveness equally. Now raising both trucking and elusiveness equally or having them at similar levels also kind of hurts the card at the beginning / near the year because they never get to that tier 1 move until super late. So early in the year you want guys with either high trucking or high elusiveness because that means that stat is going to take over when it decides tackle break opportunities. But with Saquon having low in both, the 70 and 67, that means whatever one takes over, and it's going to be a random number, it's not going to win. So it's not going to win versus a lot of tackle things. So he's kind of a trash card. He's got good speed, though. I think what happens is that maybe they get his trucking and elusiveness low 80s to both of them, and then the speed gets up to 89. 90 feels...
That'd be fast.
Yeah, 90 feels a little high, but I feel like 89.
I feel like 90 speed... Because I feel like everybody's going to have this card, but then I went to my comment section. I'm going to go do a set right now, so a lot of people didn't do it. And I wonder how his price is going to be on the auction block because of the rookies. You think the rookies are going to be good players to invest in early on then?
No. Everybody knows it's coming.
Not everybody knows it's coming, but I get what you're saying.
I think the market's going to price it into the rookie set. The thing is, okay, it's hard to say no. I'm going to say no still right now because it's still earlier in the game. I think people are chasing cards for their teams more than they are investing. Let me think. How do I want to phrase this? The coin numbers is low, so the prices are low. Remember last year when the game launched and all the prices went up because people started getting more coins. So right now card prices are low for that reason. So I think investing in those rookies, because not a lot of people are pulling packs, not a lot of people have coins, it's balancing out. But I think, how much are those rookies going for on the market anyways? Do we know?
I checked earlier, but PS4 market's dead, so there's nobody over here.
The Xbox market isn't much more live when I checked.
Okay, so yeah, it was I saw it there was $7K, but I think that's when it got announced. I don't think people are out here buying them, so it's $7K for a rookie. But that's just because there are not many people on and people who are actually selling cards. So it's 57. So what do you think? What do you think his price is going to be at the end of the day? Let's do some math real quick. 300K, 300K
for an 88 running back that most people have for a. Yeah, I say Le'Veon right now is 400K, so I think 250 is fine.
All right, so if the rookies are going for 3,000 coins, still won't fit itself. Rookies might be around 7K then.
Rookies should be priced at 7K.
If it's 300K, 57 times.
How many rookies are there that go into it?
57.
Oh, okay.
So actually, my math is bad. I think it might be 6K, which is still pretty cool. If you pull a pro pack, you get a rookie.
Yeah.
like low tier or high tier, because low tier be going for a certain amount obviously as well. So it just kind of adds more value. I don't think it'll be players to invest in because if it, like later on because the price will come down. But I think early if you got the game, you see rookies for like less than like $3K. Probably best to buy them.
Agreed. I think that's a decent investment. $3K, but the problem is they're so low overall. They're gonna fly out of packs. I hate investing in low overall cards.
I got you. That's true. I like investing in low overall cards when there's a set involved because they always usually double up because people who haven't done it and people who are new to the game want to do it as well. So, and they're low risk, high reward. You invest for $3K, sell for $5. That's $1.5K profit.
Good point, Tex. I think you're right. I think that happens a whole lot with sets that come into the game.
But then EA is going to drop a pack in the game that says, pull this for rookies guaranteed. And it's going to be terrible. So your investment's never too safe.
Good point. Yeah, EA, because EA is always going to want to make money off those investments before you can.
Yeah. Yep.
Good point. So what else has surprised you about the game early on? Any sets that surprised you? Team Diamonds, anything?
The Team Diamonds, I haven't really looked at. Because I'm not going to be getting those cards for a minute. Like, Ronnie Lott's cool, but that's not the major focus right now. I haven't looked at anything. The only thing that's surprising about the game is just, like, how much fun I'm having just kind of experimenting with certain players and their celebrations for touchdowns. But I really haven't, like, put much time into, like, getting a deep dive into MUT. I'm pretty much on the surface of it right now. Like, I'm not... Like, I haven't even gone snorkeling yet, like, in the sense of if MUT is like an ocean, I'm just, like, on the boat getting ready to dive in. But I'm kind of, like, up there, like, playing, like a fisherman game, you know? Like, just, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm reading a book. I'm not really, like, in the water, one would say right now. So I still got, like, another week in me before I can give, I guess, more analysis on where I'm at right now. Because right now I'm just playing solos.
That's a good analogy, man. Nice work, Tex.
I'm on the much the ocean. I'm like on the shore, like about to go out.
So what's
on a journey?
What's the jaws waiting to snatch you up? What's the trap there in the water right now? What do you foresee?
Trap in the water is
power ups.
It's not power ups. It's team trade. Well, it's gonna be chemistry. I'm not gonna power up everybody, but it's gonna be chemistry. It's gonna be me trying to like build a super crazy team and make it work around expensive ass stuff. So it's gonna be me. The trap is quick selling. It's like a quick sell trap. I don't want to quick sell this silver. I don't want to do it.
What do you think's the best? What do you think's the best theme team to do for Team Chem?
49ers.
What?
Right now, 49ers is the best team to do right now.
Why?
Have you not seen what their team will look like?
Let me look. All right.
Here, no, I got you. I'll tell you in the audience right now. I just gotta go get the screen cap because I've been thinking about this for like weeks. All right, so a Niners team. This is just gonna be offense, right? I'm scrolling back. I'm stalling.
They got Ronnie Lott, don't they?
Yeah, but
Steve Young. That's right. We talked about this. Steve Young, Richard Sherman.
Oh, you look at elites in the game right now. Come on, I still can't find anything.
Joe Staley, Buckner.
Oh my gosh.
What? I mean, they got Marquise Goodwin and Moss, right? Jerick McKinnon. Ooh. They got McKinnon, too. They got speed for days.
Hold on. Why am I still scrolling?
I don't know, man.
Why am I know I sent this to him. Why is it not in my DMs? I got a Panther team in here.
Jerry Rice? Yeah.
All right, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go to I took a Giazzo of
it. So Steve Young, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, Goodwin with McKinnon, team chemistry and offense. That is fast. Defense, you got Ronnie Lott, but who's gonna have Ronnie Lott for a long time?
All right, so defense. This is what we're looking at for the defense, right? So obviously Richard Sherman, but then the cornerbacks are gonna be Rod Woodson because he played for the Niners.
You could change
the chemistry.
You could change it to Niner, really?
Yeah, I mean, he played for the Niners, so I would hope he could change into the Niners chemistry. There's another cornerback in the game that played for the Niners as well. That's a legend, or I can't think of right now. So basically, if you could just change your chemistries on offense, this is where it gets ridiculous. Larry Allen at right guard or left guard whenever he comes out. Okay, Delaney Walker.
Well, he's not out currently though.
No, but I'm saying it's in the future. So we'll do tight ends though. Delaney Walker and Vernon Davis.
Yeah, but you can't change gold cards.
Delaney Walker's an elite.
No, for Vernon Davis.
Fred Davis is a veteran or whatever. He has something. He's in the
Oh,
league.
does he? You can't you can't change non-power up cards team chemistry or legends.
You can't. You should. Oh, so you can't change a gold's team chemistry?
You can't change gold or elites team chemistry.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Me neither. It sucks.
So I can't change. That is stupid.
Hashtag blame Jake.
That is okay. So never mind. So now this team's off the table then. I mean, you can still get some crazy receivers, but I thought you would be able to
No.
Oh, I used to have this guy, but because he is an elite that doesn't have a power up, I can't change his chemistry.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That's stupid. So keep Talib's always gonna be in the Rams. I can't change him to a different Bronco to get Broncos chemistry back.
Nope. Unless he gets like a legend or a power up, or they give him some program card down the road.
Yeah. Oh, he has a power up, I think, but
if he has a power up, he's good to change.
yeah, but that's a bad example. Like, okay, does Marcus Peters have a power up? Anybody that doesn't have a power, I'm mad, bro. So let me tell you, so right now, Dez Bryant's not in the team. I can't change since the Cowboys chemistry.
Yep. He can't change. Yeah.
So that's the trap that got me was the chemistry. I didn't even get that far.
It could have been somewhat. I mean, they have good ground. Like we said during last week's podcast, they have good groundworks, but yeah, they're just short a few things. They could really turn it into A+.
Yeah, because I mean, you could build a Beasley team. You could just make actual teams, but not this year.
Nope.
Not this year. Next year, possibly. Second time we mentioned that in the podcast. Next year, 2020. Gotta get a bingo board of stuff we say like in the future.
Yeah.
Next year. And then Jake.
We gotta have Jake in the pod.
We do. We'll see if he's free.
Well, it's gotta be 2 weeks.
Tragedy.
Gotta be 2 weeks from now, anyways. We gotta figure this out. It's been us back-to-back weeks. We gotta get somebody new next. We got some fresh blood in here next week.
Yo, I got a perfect guest.
Ooh, sounds fun.
Yes, sir. All right, so do you have anything else you want to?
No, I'm kind of tired, and I want to get back to grinding mud. I got some fucking cards to sell.
Do you want to do more podcasts? Or do you want to go ahead and just go play some more solo? Sorry, guys, this episode's gonna be short. I know you guys like these 2-hour episodes, but we got a long Madden season ahead of us, and we're going to be doing a lot longer podcasts after we get more.
Is it weird that like Madden 19 launched, we got like a 50-minute podcast with like June and July of Madden 18. We're turning out 2-hour long podcasts. What?
Hey man,
we don't have anything to discuss then. What were we talking about?
Hey man, we're talking about a lot of good things, but Madden's not out yet, so I know what you're talking about.
Oh, good point. It's just EA access time. Good.
Yeah, this shouldn't even count, honestly. Like, y'all lucky we did this, because, like, if up to me, I would do this next week.
So, yeah, we did it for the fans. We thank you, fans. And, well, fans of Texas and people that just stand me. We appreciate, obviously, hit the 5 stars on iTunes. Thumbs up.
4 stars, just a hater.
4 stars. Yeah, give us the watch time on YouTube, please. So if you hate the show, mute it, let it play out. Appreciate it a ton. And Texas, any last words before we call it for the week?
No, that's gonna be all I got. Real quick, don't quick sell any card yet that has a quick sell value, because you don't know what the market's gonna do, and if those cards are gonna be going for a lot more than you can quick sell them for.
Who would be going for like
Ndamukong Suh's like $330K, but he might sell for more.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
Yeah, so just be careful.
Yeah,
so, you might be able to get $500K out of Ndamukong Suh like later on.
Good point. Yeah. So yeah, watch yourself and go ahead and go snipe those quick sells and even like quick selling for training. Watch yourself early with training. I know it's tempting to power up cards, but you can waste a lot of training that way. So just
and
be conservative.
Wait for my video on the best power up players to do for under 300 power up points. What? 300 training points.
You put out a video with that?
I'm going to.
Oh, good.
I got a list.
I got a list too. I'm gonna do one on how to power up cards. I think people are still confused in the whole system.
Yeah, it's kind of convoluted.
Yeah, I'll just do one like that. So I'll waste some training powering up cards. People are gonna laugh.
Yeah. Power Le'Veon Bell again.
I wish I had my face cam out right now for me to show the absolute disgust that's going on right here in this mug.
Yeah, you gotta start with Le'Veon Bell again this year at your power. It's just because it's just tradition at this point. I feel like every year that we have power with some Madden, you gotta start out with Le'Veon Bell.
Maybe. That's not. I mean, I am not one to buck tradition, so you might have sold me on that. Texas. Why am I such a slut for peer pressure? I think I'd be terrible as a girl. I'd be giving it away so easy.
You'd be on camera with like 4 Dixie in mouth. It'd be crazy.
All right, everybody. I'll see you next week on the podcast, iTunes. Love you guys. Love you, Texas. Peace out, dude.
Love you too, man. Talk to y'all soon.
See ya.